All right. So we're live. I'm here today to talk about the family courts, the child support system, the custody system, et cetera, et cetera. There's a lot of men out here who have gotten some free game from me about this. I've been in a court case for about 10 years and I've been working on it. Um, for me, the reason why I'm so serious about this system and the way that it impacts the family is because it's for the betterment of my children. At the end of the day, my interaction and my ability to um, be in my children's life is most important to me. Um, and the psychological, and we'll go over it, but the psychological experts, the mental experts agree that these are things that are important for children to understand and be around their fathers for the promotion of better outcomes when it comes to the children. Um, this is kind of ad hoc, and so I guess people will probably watch it on the rebroadcast. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and do something. I'm gonna basically build this as I fly. So bear with me on this first broadcast about this subject, and we'll get it better over time. So let's just jump right in. I got a cat here who's really, really trying to figure out what the hell's going on. I'm gonna push her away, and yeah. So first thing is the court. Okay, the court system. Realize this: the people that are in court, sometimes including your lawyer, they all work with each other. Their job is to maintain professionally, okay? Their job is to maintain a suitable work environment for them to engage in the courtroom. You're not their only case. The cases coming after you next week, the week after, those cases are important as well for this lawyer. And as a result, the lawyer is going to do certain things to maintain the integrity of that relationship. When it comes to, yeah, I got some neighbors out high outside ear hustling and shit like that. But when it comes to you being represented in court, they're only going to do the things that are going to maintain their professional relationship in the courtroom. Okay. If you want them to do something outside of that, you're going to have to advocate for yourself to make sure that those things happen for you. As an example, I've been going through a case here in Virginia for the past 3 years. Every time it's time to go to trial, something comes up and it needs to be rescheduled. So this is the reason why we've been in it for 3 years. The last email that I sent to my lawyer was basically, hey, I'm pissed off of what's going on. I'm impatient with what's going on. I want you to make sure that we see the judge within the next 2 months. Okay. And it's important for you to advocate like that for yourself because the lawyer doesn't care if it's 6 months from now. The judge doesn't care if it's six. They're going to still be at work. So for you, it's important for you to make sure that you are advocating for that earlier date. Otherwise, you'll be like me, sitting back 3 months at a time every time it gets rescheduled. Okay. Now, the other thing too is to make sure that you maintain your civility. Okay. Write this down. Maintain your civility. What I mean by that is this. I've got, a lot of us have a crazy baby mama. Okay. She's on some bullshit consistently. Excuse my language. She's on that BS consistently. And so you want to make sure that you do not allow her to pull you out of your element, meaning you're not supposed to be going back and forth with her. You're not supposed to be calling her names. If she's overweight, don't mention the fact that she's overweight. It's a fact, but don't mention that shit. Okay. Be respectful, but maintain your assertiveness. Okay. So I'll give you an example. My children's mother comes to me and she says, hey, I know you've given your child support this much, but I need an additional $300. Okay. If you've got it, give it to her. If you don't have it, hey, right now is not a good time. I've already given you child support. You're going to have to deal with what you have. And that's for the betterment of the children. Why? Because I've gone through my budget. I understand that if I give you this $300, I won't pay my rent and I'll be kicked out in the street. That's not going to help the children. That's not going to help the children. So let's talk about your responsibilities. Pay your child support. 1, do not argue with this woman. 2, maintain your relationship with your children. Take the time to sit down and discuss with them what's going on in their lives. Get to know your children, because a narcissistic baby mama is going to isolate you from the children, create scenarios that will extract you from the children's life. As an example, I go to my children's house and I drop them off. I do not knock on their door. I do not get out of my car. The most I'm going to do is text her, I'm on my way. Text the children, I'm on my way. When I get there, come outside. Because when you go up to that door, start knocking on the door, it opens yourself up for the type of environment in which she could say you did something or you said something to make her uncomfortable. If you're in your car and you don't have no interaction with her building, she don't have that opportunity. Okay. Be cautious of that, because I know a lot of people, a lot of fathers who are currently under temporary protection orders as a result of arguing with their children's mother at their homes. Okay. Stay away from that. Now, with your children's mother, this is going to be a long video. With your children's mother, the number one rule, again, write this down. Number one rule, do not call your baby mama. What do y'all have to talk about that you have to talk about? Unless it's an emergency in which she needs to make a decision, life or death, about your children, do not talk to her. Text her, email her, use the court-appointed communication tools. All right? And again, be respectful as you can. If she's being disrespectful, terminate the call. Terminate the communication. And remember, if you write anything down, remember, in the betterment of the children is what's most important, okay? In the betterment of the children. What is in the best interest of the children, okay? Long-term, short-term, in between those times, what is the betterment for the children? So I'll give you an example. I go to a soccer game. I'm just tossing stuff out there, right? So I go to a soccer game. My kids aren't there. My children's mother has some lame brain excuse about why they're not there. But I've driven 45 minutes out to go see my kids, and I'm driving all around the county to go see them. So I'm upset. So when I call and I want to find out what's going on, hey, why weren't you and the kids at the soccer game? Oh, I've got some BS emergency. Okay, cool. So why wouldn't you call me and let me pick them up so that I can take them to the game? Just leave it at that, man. Let her answer. But remember, do not call her. Text her. Make her answer those questions in writing, because it needs to make sense. And so when a judge sees that, they're going to say, well, over time, they're going to say, well, it looks like these excuses. They've seen all the excuses. Okay? You as a single father are not the expert on family law. You're not. You're an expert on your children. You're an expert on the relationship between yourself and the children, the familiar relationship. That you're an expert on that. Nobody else understands that better than you do. But when it comes to the law, you are not the expert. Okay? So when we talk about things that we can control, we talk about the things that we can control, right? The things that we control is our relationship with the children, our interactions with the children, our interactions with their mother, our interactions with their family. The other things you can't control, right? Baby mom's a loose cannon. Let her do her thing. Unfortunately, that's what you're going to have to do. Because in this country, that's what they're expecting, is that you do what you're supposed to do. And they don't care about nothing but that child support money. As long as you don't have no drug problem, you're not abusing the kids, At the end of the day, they don't care nothing about anything else. You know, right now, my back is my back is torn up. I have been in you know, disability basically for the last 3 months, and there's nothing I can do about that. You know, my back's just jacked. It is what it is. The courts don't care about that. I just went to family court here in Virginia, and my friend, he is actually disabled. He's actually disabled, full disability, has a permanent disability sticker in his car. When he goes to court, he owes money. They don't care nothing about that. They say, hey, you're paying your rent, so why can't you pay this child support? They don't consider the fact that if I'm paying my rent and I'm disabled and I'm having trouble paying my rent, I might not be able to pay this child support too. And here's the thing. Here's my thing, is this. If me and this woman were together, and we were in the house together, and I fall on bad health, there's still nothing I can do about it besides be a human being and be imperfect. That's all I can do. My body's breaking down. I'm getting older. What can I do besides continue to be there as an emotional support at the time and then resume my financial support when the time comes? Okay. All right. And of course, myself, I'm doing everything I can to maintain my residence, maintain my food intake, maintain water intake, basic survival things. Again, in the betterment of the children, me being dead or in jail is not helpful. Me being out here doing everything I need to do is more helpful than not. All right. And the final thing I'm going to say, we talked about the court. We talked about your responsibility. We talked about your baby mama and what you should do in terms of what you should do in dealing with her. The last thing I'm going to talk about is advocating. Advocate for yourself. Your lawyer is only going to be able to advocate for you on the things that you tell her about. You might realize, oh, I forgot to tell her about this thing. When the time comes for you to speak on behalf of yourself, remember, there is a phrase that you need to end every sentence that you speak in that courtroom. In the betterment of the children. Okay, that's important. In the betterment of the children. That's what you want to be focused on. What's in betterment of the children? If you can't tie what you're about to say in court to the betterment of the children, shut your fucking mouth. Be quiet. What are you talking about? They don't care. They don't care. Your grandma just passed away. Who cares? They don't care, fam. I'm telling you. Your mom just passed. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? You got a 10-foot pole in the side of your head. They don't care, fam. Does it prevent you from working? If not, why aren't you working? Okay. Apply pressure to your lawyer. Some of us are going to have, what's the word? Some of us are going to have lawyers that are appointed to us by the court. Fam. The lawyers that are appointed to you by the court, they don't care, fam. They got other things to do. They've got 15 other people on the roll. All they're going to do is meet with you the day before, write down a half a page of notes, and riff it from there, family. And riff it. Your whole family is on the line. Your children are on the line. Predators are looking to find out when you're going to be out the way so that they can take advantage of that absence of your absence. You know. So be conscious of that. All right. They don't care, bro. They don't care. These courts don't care. The last time that they a lot of these courts, the last time that they reassessed their guidelines would have been, early 2000s, mid 2000s, nothing after the pandemic. Nothing since inflation has increased the prices of things at 15, 20, 30%. Nobody cares about that, bro. You're a grown-ass man. There's no resources out here for you. You have to do things for yourself. So keep that in mind. All right, applying pressure. Finally, and really this isn't the least important because it's last, but it's the most important, which is why I left it for last. Maintain your relationship with your children. Call them. Find out what's going on with them. Okay. Maintain your relationship with your children. If you don't do that, then when you get to court and you have them have testimony about you and their experience with you, they won't know if you don't maintain that contact with your children. But it becomes hard when you have a co-parent who's an asshole. You know what I'm saying? It becomes hard when you have a co-parent who is not as interested in you maintaining a relationship with your children. Okay, so I want to actually show you guys a video. I want you guys to see a video, and I'm sure some of you have seen this. This is out of Texas. Okay, let me just make sure that we're not gonna get any weird commercials and stuff like that. Let me pull this over here so we can see it. All right. Let's see here. All right. So you see here, we got a developing story out of Texas. This happened I want to say a couple of years ago. So I'll just play it and then we'll go from there. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it because I know I can't hear it. So let me give you a second here. Matter of fact, let me pause this really quick. I'll be right back, and hold tight for me for a second here while I get my headphones together. All right. All right. Let me go ahead and connect this to. All right. Good deal. So we are connected. Start this over. All right. Testing. There we go. All right. So you see, no charges were filed in this case. All right. I'm not sure if you guys could hear that, like I wanted you to, but no charges filed in this case. To this day, no charges filed in this case. Okay. Of course, dad went to somebody's house, got aggressive with them. They pulled a gun and told him, like, chill out and go ahead and take your business elsewhere. Dad didn't listen because here's the thing, bro. It's emotional not to be able to see your children. That's acceptable. You're a human being. But you've got to think with your logical brain as a man. If the children weren't involved, in what environment could you go to another man's house and aggress him legally? There is no environment in which you can legally go to somebody's house be aggressive with them, when they pull a gun and say, hey, go ahead and take your leave, and you decide, no, I'm going to stand up like a man. This is the thing, bro. You're not Superman. You don't have the ability to fight bullets. Okay? When the time comes for you to be in the environment where you have to choose between your personal safety and seeing your children, it's time to go. Because your personal safety should not be in trouble when you're going to see your children. Okay? All right. But I will not think or say or come to believe that it's only this situation in which the children's mother just randomly comes up with something. Okay, she's been peppering the space with this bad energy for a long time. This isn't something brand new. This isn't something brand new. Okay, so as a result, you want to be sure that you are not being put in a situation where, you know, she's putting you in a situation to be able to have to fight for your life in order to see your kids. If she's putting you in that type of situation, it's time to go. All right. And really, that's all I have to say for today. I want to see how this gets over, in the interwebs and stuff like that. So that, hey, I see somebody is here. Oh, that's me actually here. So I see some people are thinking about taking a look at this here. Long story short, think about that. Okay, fall back, enjoy your peace and sanity. One thing that my therapist told me was this: pay attention to building yourself up. Do not pay attention to avoiding her, avoiding the children, avoiding the troubles. Build yourself up. Build yourself up. Take your time to develop yourself. Put that clean glass up against the dirty glass and let the children choose. But your clean glass needs to be real crystalline and things like that, okay? So, yeah, man, I won't get into too much tonight. Got some things to do, and I want to get up out of here. But I want you guys to be aware of these things. Stay tuned for more content about this subject, and thanks for tuning in. Take care.